back together. I don't know if they're interested, but
there's one where some dude like dies in a car crash and like makes his way back to his house thinking that he's just hurt, and finally gets there and he's been dead for like months. And there are a lot of cool stories that they haven't covered yet in the show or in the film. Actually, if you've seen Tales from the Crypt, the film, then you know that it's only I think they're only.
How many people are in it? Like that? There's 4 or 5 stories.
There's 5 stories in it, and in the film they do, and all through the house, and they also do
the razor blade one.
Revenge is the Nuts, which I don't think is what they called it in the movie. But yeah, those are the only 2 that they doubled up on through the series.
Yeah, it was completely different.
Their penance or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's like, I'm sure anyone listening to this and they've probably seen that movie, but
it's worth. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sure Scott hasn't.
Oh, I have.
Oh, yeah. Holy
yeah,
shit!
I like that.
You've seen that, but not some of the John Carpenter movies that we mentioned.
Yeah, like I say, just random weird stuff that I find. Sometimes I watch. Sometimes
all right, so on to our first episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Tales from the Crypt.
Okay, so Collection Completed is directed by Mary Lambert.
Oh, was it really?
If you didn't know that.
I did not.
Who did Pet Sematary 1 and 2. And it stars Emmett Walsh.
Emmett Walsh, yes.
And
what else was he in? I recognize
he's
him.
in a lot of shit,
he's in
dude. So many fucking movies.
I know him, but I can't remember what
he's obviously dead now.
Blood Simple, the first Coen Brothers movie.
Brothers, yep.
He's in The Jerk.
Was he the old guy in House of 1,000 Corpses as well?
No.
Okay.
He was not Grandpa. But you can just mention that he's in Blood Simple. That's enough.
Yep.
Of a name drop right there. The Coen Brothers debut film.
And this episode just like reminded me of an episode of Monsters. It was just corny and goofy.
It reminds me of Tales from the Dark Side episode. It feels more like a Tales from the Dark Side episode.
Yeah, but you're not like
you're
not up on the monsters though. I remember we talked about that.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Monsters.
It's just like Monsters is like super corny and goofy.
Yeah, that's funny. We were talking like last episode, like how we were,
See, I told you.
Well, I didn't
do that.
Well, I didn't know we were recording still. I thought.
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh.
You got your headphones off and the microwave.
Yeah, that's why. Because I was paused.
What a pro's pro.
But no, and I was saying, when we were talking about other anthology TV series we could probably even do that Friday the 13th anthology series down the road.
I don't remember liking that at all.
I don't either.
I've never seen any of it yet.
I would rather do like Kolchak the Night Stalker or Twilight Zone or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll say obviously.
Or Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah. We're getting off topic here, though.
Yeah, Collection Completed, directed by Mary Lambert.
This reminds me of what it's like to retire. When you're old.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You got this old biddy who
was just lonely and
gotten used to just being around her pets and stuff. And
oh, fuck that! That marriage is out of the question completely, ladies. I'm sorry.
Stars,
a couple nights together though, you'll be disappointed. Go ahead.
Stars E. Emmett Walsh, who is in Blood Simple, and it's
we already said that.
Well, like Randy wanted me to say it originally because
we've been recording this whole time.
Yeah, you didn't know we were recording. Okay. So
anyway,
we're gonna leave that in.
Yeah, we will. Blunder.
But, yeah, like I said earlier, this is the first episode I had ever seen. That's one of the reasons I chose it. Yeah, pretty much a guy just goes on retirement after working like 7 days for freaking who knows how long, and his wife just was bored and alone, so she started getting pets to keep her company. And he
feeds the fucking pet steak, and he
gets like oatmeal, and she treats the animals better than she treats him, and
names
tries
this
to
ugly bulldog after him, Jonas.
Yep. Treats him like he's one of the pets by like trying to feed him like his medication.
That scene's pretty great, where she gives him his pill and the brownie.
He's like, "I'm not a dog,"
and he just basically snaps and starts
taxidermy
on her animals. Yeah, this was a fun episode for me. I still enjoy it. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I enjoy the hell out of it.
No, it's fun and it's funny. It's my second favorite episode from the first season. After and all through the house.
It's one of the more corny episodes of Tales from the Crypt altogether. And when you're rewatching older, like season 1, even some of season 2, the Crypt Keeper segments are very like darker. And they're like grim. There's not a lot of production in it. It's just like him just chilling by himself, and like later on it starts getting goofy with the puns, way more goofy, and then there's actually like fucking a whole production with the
Well,
segments.
hell, and what wasn't there one of the episodes where William Sadler comes in as Death from fucking Bogus Journey, and they're playing poker?
Yeah, in one of the intros or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in season 1, it's a little bit different, and then it evolved into...
Well, in the first episode, they didn't, like, the Crypt Keeper's voice sounded a lot different. He didn't do the laugh the same way that he did.
It's like Homer in season 1 and 2.
Right.
And I'm so bummed because I had a voicemail from John Cassier that he made, and I lost
that was
it.
really cool.
So
You're
when
stupid.
I would call you not to talk to you, hoping you wouldn't pick up. So I get your voicemail.
Yeah, it's like, because I switched from iPhone to Samsung and lost it because there's apparently no way to transfer it, and that fucking pisses me off.
That's pretty cool. This episode is what? Or is it rating time? The end makeup is really fucking cool. I mean,
it's
when he's
silly,
in
but it's cool.
in the chair, all taxidermied.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's an obvious mask, but it's
some of the taxidermied animals looked ridiculous, like Jonas the fucking
with the light up
bulldog.
eyes. And stuff.
That was ridiculous, but
the remote control eyes. Yeah,
it's an all around fun film. Episode.
It's an epic film.
But it's very campy and just entertaining watch.
I don't know. It reeks of Mary Lambert.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5.
I gave it a 7.75.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
And on to our next episode.
Tales from the Crypt.
All right, the next episode that we're covering is Lower Berth, and I picked this because you have to see the infancy of the Crypt Keeper.
Right.
Yep.
And it's not the best episode, but
I would probably put it in my top 15, if not top 10.
I like it. I mean,
it's kind of a dark, twisted one for sure.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure that it would have been slow and boring to me, but now I can appreciate like slow boring because there's not a lot of things that happen.
I've always been a sucker for stuff that takes place in a carnival. That's one of the reasons that I love.
And there's quite a few
food
episodes.
for thought.
Yeah, there's
so much.
There's quite a few episodes that's either carnival based or magician based,
or
whatever in Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for carnival as a setting, and especially for freak show in a carnival, and so that touches on that big time. And the makeup is really great.
Oh, dude!
Like Enoch's Two-Face Man makeup.
That is really
with
cool.
The
Especially when you see the other mouth moving.
Yeah, the animatronic mouth.
Yeah, for that to be that cool in like 1990
on a TV budget with HBO, which didn't have that much money back then compared to what it has now.
I don't know. Some of it looks like they fucking went all out. Sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like compared to what they have now, though, it's small.
I mean, your
budget.
executive producers are fucking
big names.
Big names.
This episode was actually directed by Kevin Yeager, the guy that did the Creep Show or the Crypt Keeper makeup and puppet design. So kind of personal for him to do that, being that it's like the Crypt Keeper's origin story.
Yeah. The plot is pretty simple. I mean, it's like a freak show, and I don't know why he gets treated like shit. Like,
it's just because
Enoch?
Because it's a carnival.
Yeah, because the guy just hates his life and he takes it out on poor Enoch.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Enoch is
skittish and calm, and
I mean, it's not like he's gonna lash out and fucking kill people,
right?
Anything.
Well, Enoch is dying of cancer.
Yeah, they mentioned that he's dying,
and the handler for Enoch meets this guy that won a mummy in a card game.
Yep, and
so they strike up a deal that they'll split the profits if he can feature the mummy in the freak show. But the guy's ulterior motive for doing that is that he's trying to get the jewels from around the mummy's neck. But he's afraid to because of the curse.
The castration.
Yeah, the castration curse. Yeah. Which I would, I don't lend any legitimacy to curses, but if there was one that was like, your balls will get cut off, I might think twice about it.
Right.
But it's not the dick?
Well, I don't know.
Well, the old guy that wanted it can't reproduce kids probably anyways.
No.
That's why he wasn't even worried about it. He didn't give a shit.
Now, this one also stars the guy that played Boggs in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, okay,
The weird rapist guy.
Yeah, Louis Arquette also is the father of all the Arquette family and stuff. He's in this.
Who does he play?
He's the baddie. He's the main dude.
Oh, the guy that is the handler for Enoch?
Yep.
Really? That's the Arquette patriarch?
Yep, that's their dad.
I never knew that.
Wow.
That's pretty funny. Who plays the carnival barker guy? 'Cause
Stefan Girish?
that guy I recognize from other stuff, but I can't think of what right off the top of my head.
Yep, this was like when I bought season 2.
Oh,
on
Mr.
TV.
Morton Carey is one of the teachers in Carey. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
this was
played
one of the
Shifter,
episodes.
he's the
Like,
mayor.
when I bought season 2, this was the first time I had seen it. When I bought season 2, like I had never caught this one on TV or
It was
anything.
one that I had caught in syndication on Fox, and it was one that I remembered distinctly because I remember the end where it was like, the mummy was my mummy, and like, that one's about the Crypt Keeper. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what it's actually that Crypt Keeper segment at the end is one of my favorite segments of Tales from the Crypt too.
where he's getting all emotional.
He's getting all emotional and fucking making shitty puns and then laughing and crying.
This one has some pretty fucked up little twists, like the whole deformed retard guy,
sleeping with a
necrophiliac,
necrophilia.
and fucking the mummy, having a kid with the mummy.
It's a very strange but good episode. I like this one.
I like it a lot. It's one of my favorites. It might make it into my top 10, like I said.
Score?
I give it a 9.
Yeah, I would give it about a 9.
I give it an 8.5. Just because it was non-monumental. It was like story based, which is fine, which I appreciate now.
Well, I mean, it's monumental in the fact that you get the birth of the Crypt
I mean,
Keeper.
yeah, there's like 2 parts of this.
There's no real
that are-
show-stopping gore or crazy. Well, there is like the one kind of cool nudity scene with like the Siamese twins that are joined at the tit.
Hold on.
Or wait, maybe that was in. God, maybe that was in the Food for Thought episode.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
it was.
yeah, I don't remember
I
any
don't-
Oh
nudity
yeah,
in
that
this
was
one.
in the Food for Thought.
When you
episode.
said that, I'm just like trying to remember.
Yeah, that was in the Food for Thought episode. I'm stupid.
Edit.
That was in the other Carnival episode.
All right. On to the next episode.
The next.
Tales from the Crypt.
All right, next up is The Secret.
Stars
This-
Larry Drake. That's the,
Oh yeah, I'll say yep. It stars Larry Drake, Dr. Giggles.
I don't know who
Dark Man.
directed it. It also stars. I can't remember the name of the actress, but she's in some Lynch stuff.
The mother, the foster mother.
Yeah, she's in some Lynch stuff.
I'll say I recognized
Grace
her.
Zabriskie or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
that chick.
Yeah, this one is.
Her nickname was Amazing Grace. Anyway, I don't know.
This one's about a little orphan boy in an orphanage that finally, that has a tendency to leave at night, and finally finds a foster family that wants him, and they bring him back to their huge mansion where Larry Drake is their butler. And the whole entire time, they keep him locked in his room and are continuously feeding him sweets and nothing else for food.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious where this is going, and not obvious. Like you know
The
that they're
kid.
going to eat him, but you
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
like
you
the
don't
Kid
know.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and then that's pretty much the synopsis. And a nice little twist at the end that I didn't expect when I seen this for the first time.
No, actually, the twist is kind of stupid.
Yeah, the twist is silly.
It just comes
it's
out of
like
silly.
honestly, this reminds me of an episode of Goosebumps,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
kinda
actually does.
or like a Goosebumps book or something. But like, okay, so basically, in a Tales from the Crypt episode, you either have revenge or like
comeuppance.
infidelity, comeuppance, or a twist. And this
Yeah.
is one of the twist episodes.
And then not very good. It's like Shyamalan, like on a hangover.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. It's a funny, endearing.
No,
like,
I fucking laughed when the twist happened. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
yeah, like the werewolf makeup is pretty funny, and
Especially when you see him running towards the foster father. That I laughed my ass off at that scene.
yeah, like I mean, they flew to get there. You can't just fly away from the werewolf.
right. Yeah, I say because if you haven't noticed, yeah, the foster parents are vampires, so it's a vampire versus werewolf type theme. Yeah, this was a fun watch. It was. I like Larry Drake in it, and
Well, he was just. He wasn't even. He was just. Was he a butler?
yeah,
or
the
something?
kindly old
Yeah,
butler.
Yeah.
that
I wish
ended
they
up-
would have like fleshed out his character a little bit.
Yeah, it would have been nice to know more about Tobias.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Toby.
gave him like a little bit towards the end, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean that he had been serving this couple in the hopes to be, made a vampire and be immortal or whatever.
What is the other Larry Drake episode?
He is also in All Through the House.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
the fucking
right.
God damn it! Never mind, dude. He's a fucking.
You're
saint.
not allowed to.
Yeah,
He's-
don't edit that shit out.
I'm editing that.
Nope. You're
I'm
leaving
editing
that
the
in.
fuck out of that. Actually,
Not allowed.
dude. There's so many edits.
We're not allowed to embarrass ourselves and then edit it out. It's mandatory to the podcast.
That was the dumbest fucking Tales from the Crypt question ever. Oh yeah,
Well,
let me see that.
Dude,
fucker.
you have had some funny moments tonight.
Not funny.
He's gonna get even better after this because he's hitting this head joint. I don't know, there's no real like gore. There's no nudity. There's no like sleaze. It's mostly just a lot.
Yeah, like you said, it's like a Goosebumps episode.
They like try to get you to like this little